good night, and welcome to Let's Connect on 88.5 Super FM. We do apologize for the bit of a late start, but we were allowing the news to finish, and the news was just a little bit longer than usual tonight. So, welcome to our Let's Connect program for this evening. It is Tuesday, the 30th of July. We're about to say goodbye to this month very, very soon, and hello to August. But July has been good to us, and we thank God for that. We're going to be talking about all the wonderful things that the last week has brought us and the wonderful things that the coming week is bringing us. So we want to say good night to everybody who is already locked on with us tonight. Thank you so very much for joining us on our program tonight. Welcome to Let's Connect. I am your host, Renata D'Souza. And once again, let me apologize for our late start. We were making sure everybody got the end of news. So we do hope that everybody was able to get all the gist of the last bits of the news, the deaf announcements, as well as the weather. That was the end of the news segment. So we're going to say goodnight to all those of you on our live stream. We want to say goodnight to you if you are in Fort Jacques currently and you're tuned into our program. We want to say goodnight to you guys in Fort Jacques. So good night to you in Mini, in Mocha, Belvedere, in St. Philip. Good night, good night. If you are at Espérance, good night to you as well. All the surrounding areas of Fort Jacques, Wavin, Claire, we want to say good night to you guys as well. Good night, good night, good night, Fort Jacques. Hope that the weather is really good up there and that everybody is having a comfortable night. We want to say good night to the community of Diamond. Good night to Bouton as well. Good night to Bouton. I hope that everybody is doing very well up there. We want to say good night to Etangs and Belfort. We want to say good night to Chateau Bel Air. Good night to Mont-Lacroix, Fort-Gelib. Good night, everybody up in that area. Good night to you guys. We want to say good night to Zeno. We want to say good night to everybody in Towai. Special good night to Towai. Good night to Margaret Toot as well. If you are at Crestland, if you are at Colabet, good night, New Development, good night. Fort Beignet, Palmis, good night, you guys. We want to shout out the entire Soufrière town area, Boulevard Street, High Street, Church Street, good night, Bridge Street, good night to everybody on the Bombay, good night. We want to say good night to you in Lenny's Hill. Special good night to Barron's Drive and Market Road. Hope that everybody is doing well tonight. Good night. I hope that that's given everybody a good chance to come on. We want to say good night to those of you on YouTube, those of you on Facebook Live. Good night to you, Miss Fancy Bowens. I see a comment saying no sound. Let me know if you're not hearing me. Let me get our DJ to check on that. If you're still not getting any sound, please say something in the comments so that we can get that checked out. Okay, thanks, Lisa Joseph. If you're not getting any sound, let me know. Good night to you, Fancy, from St. Vincent, Mr. Delta Bowens. Thank you for being our most loyal listener. Good night to you, Miss Philomena Lamontagne. Good night to Bouton once again. Shout out to Bouton. The Bouton Youth Group has an activity coming out. Check out the Bouton Youth Group's Facebook page for more information on that, especially as it's summertime. It's an activity for the kids. So check out the Bouton Youth Group Facebook page. Let me add it to my list for tonight so that I can get you that info. I had already forgotten about the Bouton Youth Group activity. I will get that flyer and read it to you guys. So good night to Bouton. Thanks for that reminder. All right. Good night to Miss Camilla Jean. Thank you for joining us on our program tonight. I do hope that everybody who is on had a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend. I know for sure I did. I'm still rocking my tan from the last couple of days. We want to shout out everybody who celebrated on July 26th, the 3-year anniversary of Victory Night. Those of you who celebrated with us at the Soufrière Constituency Office, thank you for joining us at our celebration. On that day, we also had the funeral for Janet Ann Charles, who was a member of the Soufrière Constituency Executive who passed away. And so we had her send-off on that day, as well as our 3-year anniversary celebration. It was Wear Your Red Friday. So if you wore your red and celebrated. Okay, I'm getting that the volume is very low. Let me try and figure out what's going on. All right, just give me 1 second.
Loving on back streets and living on Main. Loving on back streets and living on Main.
I know you tried your best to love me. You smiled when you're
All right, we're gonna try to see if we can get that problem rectified. For the meantime, let me hope that holding the mic a little bit closer is going to help. For now, I've called the tech to come in, so we'll get that checked on as soon as possible. Let me know if this is better. I hope that I'm coming across a lot clearer. Or like I was saying, good night to all the various communities. Good night to all those of you on our program tonight. Good night to those of you in our Facebook chats. All right, we want to start off. Congratulations on the 3-year anniversary of the victory of the St. Lucia Labour Party government, which was celebrated on Friday, July 26. And we also had the funeral service. We laid to rest Janet Ann Charles, who was a member of the Soufrière constituency executive, who passed away. And that was Friday, July 26 as well. And also on that day, we also had the Calypso Monarch competition, which took place at the Soufrière Mini Stadium. So we want to share the results of that activity on Friday night, that Friday, July 26. So the winner of the Soufrière Party Monarch competition, there was a Party Monarch and Calypso Monarch. So Soufrière Party Monarch competition, the winner, Lil Vicky with the song Dance. First runner-up was All Mix with On the Road. Second runner-up, J Move with OWO. Third runner-up, Krisa with Bagay Kai Vini Move. So these are the winners of the Soufrière Party Monarch competition. Lil Vicky took the crown. First runner-up, All Mix. Second runner-up, J Move. And third runner-up, Krisa. Congratulations to the 4 winners of the Soufrière Party Monarch competition. And in the Calypso Monarch competition, we have the winner was Joshua with Don't Watch Me. First runner-up was Lady K with Stay Away. Second runner-up, Jashim. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Jashim with I Don't Know What Is Wrong. And second runner-up was Jalaki with Latte Baudier. All right, so these were the 4 winners. The crown went to Joshua. First runner-up, Lady K. Second runner-up, Jashim. And third runner-up, Jalaki. So congratulations to the winners of the Party Monarch and Calypso Monarch competition here in Soufrière, which took place on Friday night at the Soufrière Mini Stadium. And we do hope that the Soufrière tent comes back again next year, bigger and better than ever. And we hope that all of our constituents, all of the members of the Soufrière community are supporting our hardworking Calypsonians. They are our people, they are part of us, and they are doing great work keeping the culture alive. So we want to say thank you to them. All right, so we're gonna check on our music system here, make sure that all is well. I am hoping that everybody else, is the situation still okay with the sound? Let me know if it's getting better or not. Thank you so very much for your input. All right, shout out to Ika and grandmother Lucy Joseph of Barron's Drive and her loving friend Eficha. All right, that's coming from Lisa Joseph. Thanks for that shout out, Lisa. Shout out to your mom, grandmother Lucy Joseph, and your friend Eficha. All right, and Miss Marcelina Maslin says good evening to everybody. Good evening to you as well, Miss Maslin. We want to say good night to you as well, Miss Caroline Bob. She says good night to all her Soufrière families and friends who are watching. She's watching from Soufrière tonight for a change. That's so nice. I'm glad to hear that you're home. I hope that you're enjoying your time. All right, good night, everybody in our chat. We love to hear from you. We love our feedback in the chat. This is what keeps us going throughout the night, this back and forth communication, so we do enjoy that. Let me know if you enjoyed your calypso, if you were at calypso. Let me know if you celebrate. How did you celebrate the 3-year anniversary? Did you wear red? What did you do to celebrate? We want to know. We want to know. Now, over the weekend, we also had another wonderful cultural activity. That was the Soufrière Carnival experience, Soufrière Carnival Parade of the Bands. J'ouvert took place at on Sunday morning, 4 a.m., Sunday morning J'ouvert, and it was indeed a success from all accounts, from all footage, from all comments that I have heard. I missed it. I set my alarm and I did not get up. I'm so sorry. But next year is there, so next year I'll try and do better to be at J'ouvert. All right, I hope that you guys are monitoring the sound for me. We're still working here to make sure that the sound is coming across as good as possible. All right, so hopefully you guys are hearing me clearly. Please let me know if you are or if you are not. Okay, we're working here to make sure that the sound is coming off as clear as possible. So I also want to give a special shout out to Wild Bamboo, who had their Splash of Colors event on Saturday night leading into the J'ouvert on Sunday morning. So shout out to Wild Bamboo, Splash of Colors. I believe it was a success. If you were there, let me know. If you had a great experience, let me know. Okay, Miss Camila said the sound is clear. All right, that means we're good. Awesome. Some things had to be played with on the mixer. Great, so we're good. Awesome. So Carnival Sunday, day 1, off to a great start. I believe the start time was 2 p.m. We had 5 bands on the road. The PMA Band, Sugar Beach Band, Pamele Band, Wild Bamboo, and Chic. All the bands came out in all their glitz and glamour. It was a wonderful display. Everybody was very happy on the road, and the weather was great. It was hot, but we did not have any issues on the road as far as I am concerned. So I want to say big up to Soufrière Events Management Organization, SIMO, for doing a wonderful job putting everything together. The Soufrière Regional Development Foundation as well. Everybody who was involved with the organizing, all the bands, the persons in creating the costumes. You guys did a wonderful job. I don't even know how you do it. One of these days I need to come and sit in a mass camp just so that I can experience it. I hear it's quite an ordeal. So I would love to be a part of that. So definitely big up to all the bands, all the organizers, the caterers, the truck drivers, the bands, the live bands, the performers. You guys did a wonderful job. I looked at some of the footage today of the crossing of the stage of some of the bands. You guys had choreography and everything. Wow, wow. Big up everybody. Shout out to those of you carrying those big backpacks with feathers down the road, because I only had one banner and I wanted to fly it after the first lap. So I can only imagine if I had to have a backpack on my back, wires and metal and feathers. Big up y'all. I give y'all props. Y'all better than me. That's right. So I do hope that everybody had fun. It was definitely, I know some of you probably already experienced in the Tabanka. You all already want to go back to it. So we have a whole year to go. Once again, big up, shout out to all the performers, the bands, the live bands, music band, MTX band. I remember MTX band was the first band I danced to on Sunday. They were the first set of music I heard on the road on Sunday. So big up MTX band, big up to all the other bands that were present, big up to all the truck drivers. Y'all were probably so hot in those vehicles the whole day. Big up to all the public who came out to support. Big up to the vendors. Shout out to the vendors in Soufrière. You guys are the MVPs. Those of you who had icicles, those of you who had the energy drinks, thank you. Thank you. You were very much appreciated on that road. So we do want to say thank you to you guys. I want to shout out the vendors who were catering for the kids on the road. I was very tempted to buy a bubble gun. I missed out the opportunity. I didn't see them on day 2. So big up to all the vendors. Y'all came out and I hope that y'all made a great profit. But you definitely were necessary on the road because I needed icicles. Thank you so very much for that. So shout out to all the vendors who came out for Carnival in Soufrière. I want to shout out Demox for his portrayal. I saw it on Facebook, but thanks. Shout out to Demox, the one person doing his own thing. there you go. Big shout out to him. We want to give a shout out to the police as well for keeping us safe on the road, especially the kids, because I was with the PMA band and we had all the kids, and the police were very diligent. So shout out to the police for making sure that we were safe, keeping the traffic in line, everything very well, always checked on us. Awesome. Big up to the police on the motorcycles and the police van itself. Those of you on the police van, y'all did a great job keeping the peace at Soufrière Carnival. So I want to give you a special shout out as well. Everybody who was supportive of the experience, thank you so very much for making it what it was. I want to shout out the PMA band once again, organizers, Mrs. Joan Hippolyte, and the staff of PMA. You all did a wonderful job, and the children enjoyed themselves. The only thing I can say is that the face painting did not make it on the road. We tried, but it was too hot. Everybody was sweaty. I think only one bee crossed the stage with the face paint intact. So, but the kids had fun, and that was the aim of it all. So, I want to shout out all my bumblebees. Shout out to all the different sections of the PMA band. You guys had a wonderful time, and that was what we needed as a group, just to have a good time. And we want to shout out all the kids who showed up on day 2. We understand those that could not, but shout out to all those who came out for day 2. You're the real MVPs. All right, so big up, big up, big up. So Carnival was awesome. I hope that results, I have not heard any results. I want to know who won Mass on the Move. If you have a prediction about the winners for Carnival, let me know in our live chat. What do you think about the Carnival? Tell me what you thought about it. How did you feel about the music? What song do you think should get road match? I am rooting for a particular song which I will not speak on now. I will wait until the results, and I'll just let you know if that was my choice. But I have my choice for road match. Who do you think should win Band of the Year? We want to hear your opinions on that topic, so please let us know. I want to give a quick notice relating to the Flow program that we had announced. It must be over a year now we've been announcing the Flow program for the around $25 internet and 10 channel package from Flow that you sign up for at the Soufrière constituency office. We've been getting some persons who are not certain as to what the issue is with the connection. I do believe that some persons, it could be the number that you provided to be contacted. So if your number has changed since the time that you registered, you can always come in so that we can rectify that and have them check on you. If you have changed address, maybe anything that has changed between the time that you applied for it and that you have not gotten a response, or if you had a previous connection, that is also an issue. So previous connections, there could be issues with connecting you now. So if you have any of those issues, that can be rectified in terms of your phone number change or address change, or the contact person that you had put is no longer available for that situation, something like that. You can come in and give us that information at the Soufrière constituency office, and we will help you get that sorted out. All right, especially now that school is coming to open soon. We're going to be opening 2nd of September. School will be reopening, so we want to make sure that especially those just entering secondary school, that they have access to internet. So if you have not applied, if you have never had a connection before with Flow, you have the opportunity to apply for the low-cost internet. I can't recall the speed at the moment. I would have to go back and get that information. Like I said, it's been a while now we've spoken about that program. It's still open. It's still available for you to register for it, especially for those of you who do not have and have never had a connection, and your child is about to enter secondary school, or maybe is already in secondary school and you don't have a connection. You remember that every child will be receiving a laptop at secondary school so that they can assist them with their schoolwork and their SBAs, their projects, all of that sort of thing. So please make sure that you register for that internet service so that you can have access, that child can have access. All right. Now, as we speak about back to school, I believe we shall be available for registration completion next week. Hopefully, we're currently experiencing a bit of an internet issue. We need the internet to access the system. So I'm hoping that we can have it rectified by Friday so that we can officially begin on Monday. But please check out the SUFRE constituency group page. By Friday, there will be a statement out about the back to school assistance program, what it is, what the requirements, how persons can register, and so on. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that all our internet issues will be sorted out by then, so that we can have an official start by Monday next week. And then I will also have by that time the deadline for submissions, so that we can make sure everybody gets everything sorted out. So just wanted to make that preliminary statement so persons can be aware to look out to the SUFRE constituency group Facebook page for more information by Friday, God willing, about the back to school assistance program. All right. This week we have, starting the new month, August, on August 1st, which is going to be on Thursday, August 1st, is Emancipation Day. And in SUFRE, we're going to have a celebration. There's going to be a reenactment. This is part 3 of the reenactment, which is going to be taking place in SUFRE. It was initially stated to be at the SUFRE Mini Stadium, but just about an hour ago, a statement was released that it is no longer at the SUFRE Mini Stadium. It is going to be at the Old Trafford bus terminal area. So the 1796, I was about to say 1976, but the 1796 Rabot Uprising, which is an account according to Florbois Gillard, is going to be portrayed at the SUFRE bus terminal. Start time 10 a.m. Admission is free. All right, this is a stage production directed by Monique Auguste, Hazan Louis, and Daniel Dubois, and it will be followed by entertainment from the Soufkan Steel Orchestra, Krishma Serrier, Aika, and much more. So don't miss this. This is going to be a wonderful historical portrayal taking place right here in SUFRE. So the place to be for Emancipation Day is right here in SUFRE. You're already there, so you can't miss it. So be at the SUFRE bus terminal from 10 a.m. so that we can have a start, and hopefully the weather will be great. I do envision we'll have great weather on Thursday so that everybody can turn out in the numbers to support the reenactment of the 1796 Rabot Uprising Part 3. This is the third year where we're reenacting this uprising. We're going into the third year, so we are so grateful that the production is taking place right here in SUFRE. We don't have to travel far to access it, and we are going to be amazed. Hazan, I give her all her props. She has been doing some wonderful work in the last year, so shout out to Hazan, shout out to Shuazel, shout out to Rabot, shout out to all the persons who are going to be taking part in this reenactment. We look forward to celebrating Emancipation Day with you and with the entirety of SUFRE. All right. Good evening to you as well, Sabina Alexander. Thank you so very much for joining our Let's Connect program here on 88.5 SUFRE FM. All right. I do want to take a moment to encourage persons to follow the SUFRE Constituency Group Facebook page. We do tend to share a lot of the local news, things happening in SUFRE, including a story that we shared just today where the class of 1984 made a contribution of $20,000 to the SUFRE Comprehensive Secondary School in order to assist with rehabilitation of their netball/basketball court. They provided them with a check. They donated a check of $20,000 as well as equipment, including several basketballs and other equipment. There is a video you can check out on our Facebook page. It's about 6 minutes long. It's a wonderful little portrayal to show that how persons who attend school in our community can give back years later and make a difference for current students and future students. So we want to give a special shout out to the class of 1984 for their contribution to the SUFRE Secondary School, and we do know that the government of St. Lucia has promised over $20 million towards school rehabilitation throughout St. Lucia. so that incoming students in September will be having a more comfortable experience within the school environment. So we want to shout out everybody, the government, the reunion classes, the teachers, the principals, the incoming students, outgoing students, parents, PTAs. We want to give a special shout out to all of you because school opening in September is going to be a wonderful experience. So we want to make sure that you guys are excited about that. So you're going to be coming in to seeing some bigger and better things, especially at the Soufriere Comprehensive Secondary School. So shout out to SCSS, shout out to the alumni of SCSS, shout out to the staff, the principal, the teachers. All right, so big up to all our schools throughout Soufriere as well. You guys are doing wonderful work, as we could have seen from our recent accolades at the last set of graduations we just had last month and this month. I do believe, we want to shout out Kids World having their graduation ceremony tomorrow. So shout out to Kids World Preschool having their graduation ceremony tomorrow. Congratulations to all those who have graduated in the last month or so. We've had quite a few graduation ceremonies, and all the children are looking forward to, all the students looking forward to coming back in September with fresh faces, fresh ideas, and now we know that you will be having a fresh environment as well. So shout out to all of you, especially those entering in Form 1. You have wonderful, wonderful things to look forward to for the next 5 years. So I want to give a special shout out to all our students listening, all our parents as well. We do hope that you're enjoying your summertime vacation with your kids. All right, and I know I saw a lot of kids on the road. You all had trampolines and everything over the weekend. You all are definitely having fun. So shout out to all the kids, shout out to the parents as well. We want to keep that momentum going in terms of learning, in terms of education, in terms of having a wonderful summer as we head into a new school year. We want to shout out Palmis now, especially, which we will be having the grand opening of the Palmis Learning Center this Friday, August 2nd. We're coming straight from the Emancipation Day holiday, and then on Friday at 3 p.m. we're having the grand opening of the Palmis Learning Center in Palmis. This center is to assist infant and primary school age children after school with their assignments, to keep them occupied, especially now during the summer. They're already using the space. So we want to have a wonderful little ceremony for them, and they're going to be giving a presentation to their parents and the members of the community of Palmis. So you don't want to miss that. We want to shout out all the persons in Palmis. We want to make sure that you guys come out and support your children, support the Rising Stars group as well, support Miss Dedrick Gustav, who is the facilitator of that center. We want to support the district rep, who is this is her brainchild, and we're having that grand opening ceremony once again Friday, August 2nd at 3 p.m. So wonderful things happening in terms of education and learning within Soufriere. Shout out everybody involved in the project. We're looking forward to seeing bigger and better things happening in our communities, especially when it comes to education, educating the youth and supporting them in all their endeavors. And once again, I want to shout out the Bouton Youth Group. Let me get the flyer for the Bouton Youth Group's activity. So the Bouton Youth Group is having something on August 25th. Let me find the flyer. So you can also, that's another wonderful page you can follow so that you can be updated. The Bouton Youth Group usually puts on a wonderful activity. They have health related activities. They have dental festival sometimes. So this time they have something called Fun Day Fiesta. Okay, so the Bouton Youth Group invites you to join them for the exciting fiesta filled with kid-friendly activities, food, and great company. Once you're in Bouton, you're definitely in great company, that's for sure. All right, so registration is free. It's open to residents of Bouton and friends of the community. All right, like I said, it is happening on August 25th. They start at 10 a.m. This is primarily happening at the Bouton Community Center in Bouton, and some of the activities include tie-dyeing. I used to love doing tie-dyeing with teacher Giovanni. I remember that so well. That's a wonderful memory I have. Tie-dyeing, water balloon toss. They're going to be making friendship bracelets. They're going to have science experiments. There's going to be tree and flower planting and storytelling. All right. So this is open to ages 6 to 16. Okay, so if your child is between the age of 6 to 16, you can register with the Bouton Youth Group. Like I said, they have a Facebook page, but you can also get in contact with one of the executive members, such as Miss Clisha Joseph, to register your child. It's a free registration, and this activity is taking place on August 25th, starting at 10 a.m. All right, so once again, shout out to Bouton, shout out to the Bouton Youth Group. All right, we want to say good night to you, Jewel. Thanks for joining us on our Let's Connect program. We do appreciate all of you in our Facebook live chat. Don't forget to tell us how your experiences have been with all the activities that we have spoken about. How did you celebrate your 3-year anniversary on Friday, the 26th of July? Were you at the Calypso Monarch? Who were you rooting for the Calypso Monarch or for the Party Monarch? Who were you rooting for? Did your person win? Did you jump in a band on Sunday and Monday? Did you do one day? Did you do only Sunday? Did you do only Monday? It's possible. I know there are kids who only did Sunday. Shout out to Eka. Eka, the tiniest bumblebee and the best dancer in the bunch. Shout out to Eka. Alright, we want to shout out once again the 5 bands who participated in Carnival. PMA Band, Sugar Beach Band, Pamela Band, Wild Bamboo, and Chic. We want to give a special shout out to Wild Bamboo for their Splash of Colors event. Also, we want to shout out those of you who were out at Juve. Juve was definitely a vibe by all accounts, so shout out to those of you at Juve. Reminder once again about Flow. If you need to sign up, if you've never had a connection before with Flow, especially if your child needs internet access as they're entering into secondary school or going more deeper into their studies, remember every child will be getting a laptop with the government's program, so you can get access at a lower rate to internet for this program. You sign up at the Soufrière constituency office. All right, so, hopefully by Friday we'll be able to give you more information on back to school, so check out the Soufrière constituency group Facebook page for more information on that, or you can contact us via 731-3234 for more information on that as well. All right, Emancipation Day, that is on Thursday, August 1st, the reenactment of the 1794. the year is beating me, of the Rabat Uprising. We are going to be witnessing this staged event at the Soufrière bus terminal area at 10 a.m. on Thursday, and then on Friday we have the grand opening of the Palmis Learning Center at 3 p.m. Friday afternoon. So we invite persons to join us in the Palmis community for that event as well. And don't forget to sign up for your transportation to the Walk of Progress on August 25th. If you're interested in attending that walk, please let us know at the Soufrière constituency office so that we can make sure we have enough buses for persons who want to attend. That is on Sunday, August 25th. So if you're interested in attending the Walk of Progress, please let us know. We want to make sure that everybody has their transportation sorted. So please let us know if you're interested in attending that walk. Well, last week we spoke about a lot of the wonderful, wonderful things that we are going to be showing our support for at this Walk of Progress. So we do hope that you join us on this activity. All right, so it has been a wonderful night with you guys. Miles Montego, yes, he said, look out for Rising Stars Carnival Band next year. I hope you have a t-shirt section for me, and I'm there, okay? Rising Stars, make sure you put a t-shirt section for me, please. And we shall be supporting the Rising Stars Carnival Band, unless PMA comes out with another children's band, because I think the children giving me life. So I might go back and jump with the kids next year. So it depends. Okay, Rising Stars, you'll have a little bit of competition. So put a children's section for me too. Put a children's section and I'm there, okay? All right, so good night to everybody on our Let's Connect program. Thank you so very much for joining us on the program. We do hope that you received vital information tonight, and I hope that the technical difficulties at the start with the sound did not deter anybody from tonight's program. Feel free to share this link and let persons know to look forward to in the next few days, in the next week. Join us next week, Tuesday, for more Let's Connect at 8 p.m. Once again, I am your host, Reniata D'Souza. Thank you so very much for joining us. Have a blessed night.